This may be the best curry I've ever made, even though I haven't even taken a bite yet, but I guess we'll see. Because I've had problems thickening up my curry before. Like I end up putting so much stuff in it, and it ends up becoming either like too chunky and not much like of the sauce or the gravy, or it ends up being a bit too runny as well, like watery. And I'm like, what can I do? What can I do to correct this? So inside the curry, which you can barely see, they got all these jalapenos on top. But let me move one aside. It is thicker. It's a thicker curry, as you can see. So what did I do differently? Okay. Well, my main ingredients chopped up very fine. Got bell pepper, got onion, got garlic, standard usual stuff. And I have like my, spices and stuff and all that really tasty stuff. I have some curry leaves as well, which I don't know if I'm going to do curry leaves anymore because I put the whole curry leaf in and it kind of, I don't know if you can really see it anyway. I can't find it, but it's maybe one like right over there or something. Anyway, so yeah, it ends up just being a bit too much. But what I did to thicken it up, I also have coconut milk. I had a can of coconut milk to it as well. So very high fat. Paneer cheese as well. Okay. So, tomato paste. Tomato paste thickened it up and it gave it like a nice rich tomatoey type of flavor. Normally I'm not the biggest fan of like a tomato base, but that thickened it up. And then on top of that, I added a bunch of water so that it can, not be as salty and kind of, have more servings and everything. But I'm like, it's still a bit too runny. What should I do? That's when I had the idea. You add flour. Not just any flour. I didn't just add just regular flour. I added coconut flour. So usually what you do is that you mix it with like a butter or something, and then, you mix it into it and dissolve it and everything. This was like towards the end, and I'm like, it still needs to be thickened up a little bit, so I just like put a little bit of coconut powder on top, made sure I stirred it up really well. There was no chunks or anything. I think coconut flour may be a little bit different anyway as opposed to a traditional flour, but that thickened it up quite a bit more. So with that, I'm gonna give this a try. On the side here I have mint pickle. I keep trying all these different pickles. Yeah, and then one of my favorite, onion pickle. Oh my gosh, onion pickle and garlic pickle are my favorite ones. Very good. Anyway, let's take a taste test now, shall we? I'm gonna taste it without the jalapeno, but just look at that thickness. It's amazing. Let's get some rice as well in that bite. There, you can barely see it, but that looks amazing. Let's see how it is. Yeah, that actually is pretty good. Nice tomatoey flavor we have from that. Maybe a bit too tomatoey, possibly. Because as I said, I'm not the biggest fan of tomato base. This is very much tomato base with the thing of tomato paste, but I can get used to that. That is perfectly fine. Although as I said, I prefer no strong tomato paste flavor rather, and it is quite a strong tomato flavor. But I'll still eat it. It's very good. I like the thickness of it, so this is a very good lesson as well. Maybe don't even necessarily add the tomato paste unless you want it to, be a tomato-based curry, which is good. It's good. It's not my favorite though. In addition to adding some flour to thicken it up. So, I'm gonna go eat this now. I bet it's gonna be even better the more that I eat it, because it's not spicy enough. That's the one criticism. And we have to take a bite of the bread. Yes, look at the bread. It's garlic naan bread. Garlic naan. Let's take a look. Let's take a taste rather, not take a look. You can take a look at it, but tasty. So I'm gonna go eat this now. So yummy.